Hi everyone, welcome to your Moon in Leo reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies that are going on for the collective, which you're a part of if you're watching, between the dates of May 24th to May 27th. But you guys know how we roll. Even though this is looking at those dates, you don't have to have any significant natal placements or in any sign, and you don't have to be watching when this video is published in order for the messages to be for you. We're working with energy, and if it is manifesting in your reality and you're watching it, then chances are there are messages in here for you. And if it doesn't resonate, I would invite you to back pocket it and to allow the energies to unfold a little bit more, and then come back and look, and chances are your conscious mind will be like, oh, I get it. So yeah, without further ado, if you'd like to work with me personally, we do energy healing, we do readings, we do mentoring, we do it all, right? Then you know exactly where to find me. All of my information is on this page. Now, let's jump in. So, I wanted to say also, maybe you may have noticed that I haven't been doing the daily channeled messages. It doesn't mean the energies aren't there. They are. But it kind of feels like I'm kind of a little bit on a little vacation, so to speak. But I've been doing a lot of personal processing and getting a lot of my downloads in, and lots is going on. So basically, I've been doing other things with my mornings, and so I will keep posting to the channel, giving you some really fun things to do in the meantime, and of course these lovely videos. But just keep in mind that on a daily basis, it would still be worth it for you to try and tap in to, you know, the energies and see what's coming through for you. It's a good habit to get into, by the way, and therefore when I do post, if I post any dailies or just any energies in general, if you're watching the energies, you might see like, oh my god, this came through for me too, and I get it. So just keep that in mind. All right, so the first thing that's coming through before I could even finish laying these cards is that the term personal responsibility. So the guides are saying that, and I'm not really sure how that's hitting you guys in your field individually, but collectively it's a theme that's going on right now. Personal responsibility. I just got the name Chris for some reason, so this could be a male or female, or of course gender non-conforming name. So I don't know who or what. Like the Chris may not be watching, for example. You may be watching and the name Chris may be of a child in your life or just something, but that's coming through for somebody. But I'm also getting that even though we're hearing the term personal responsibility, it doesn't necessarily have to mean about you. It could also be about someone else needing to take personal responsibility. But that being said, I am getting some pain in the neck. And a little bit as I laughed and gave a little giggle, I did feel a little pain in the throat as well. So there's some things. So if you're part of this collective, hi, you're watching. I just saw March 15th as well. So that could be a birth date, or it could be an energy for somebody here. You know me, I'm just delivering the messages as they come. But whatever's going on and whoever this is for, there is a lot of exhaustion in your field that's related to the issue of taking personal responsibility. For some of you, this may be, it feels very much, especially in the neck and the throat and exhaustion that's come over me all of a sudden. It feels almost like having this weight on you that needs to be released. And sometimes all times, the way to release weight from our shoulders, it usually falls to one or two things that need to be done. One and or two things that need to be done. The first is to take responsibility for something, right? Because when you're not taking responsibility for something, you're actively resisting it. Now, you may be unconsciously resisting it, and we all do that from time to time, but let me just cut to the chase and let you know, a lot of times it's because you need to take responsibility for something, and that it doesn't even have to translate into you finding somebody and saying I'm sorry and this and that. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the other person, it's about you and the relationship that you share with yourself. You are running from you are running and hiding or ignoring some, what you are making something that you've done mean about you. A lot of times we do something and maybe it's not in the highest light, right? But we are the ones who continue to punish ourselves, whether we're aware of it or not. And we know this because sometimes the person that you've hurt is like bending over backwards because they really mean it. They're like, dude, I'm done. I'm not even on that anymore. Forget about it. Like it happened, I'm sorry, you're sorry, I get it. Let's just move on and let's just have fun with our life. We're on this exploration, let's do us. But you just can't get over it because you feel bad about you, because there's a part of you that is equating yourself with the action that you've done. So for example, if you think you were a jerk, now you are equating your personal identity with a jerk, right? It's possible to be an okay person who did a jerk move, for example, and you, at the end of the day, you have to forgive yourself regardless of anybody else forgiving you. And this is kind of that energy. And sometimes the way that you can release that is to take personal responsibility. And again, it doesn't have to be about you finding somebody in time and place and saying, I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be about that, because that brings its own anxiety, right? It has to just be about you connecting with you, your higher self, and God, whatever God means to you at the moment, and finding that release. Even if it's like, wow, even if you go to bed and you're like, I'm going to do my best from now on to never make that mistake again. And I trust in the universe to make arrangements in this lifetime or in future lifetimes for me to create that balance, for me to really work through this and understand it from another level, because there's no way I can fully understand it from this perspective. Number one, I'm probably being too harsh of a critic on myself, because I haven't even looked at my Akashic records. I haven't even looked at the soul contract I had with this person or these people. I haven't even looked at what the greater good that came out of that. I haven't looked. You see, you don't know. So this is why they say things like guilt and shame are really useless emotions from the higher perspective. It's us doing this to us. And you might be surprised that our team, our spirit team, God bless, which has some really amazing counselors and stuff on the team. Let me let you know right now, right? A lot of times they're spending time over there with you, like, hey, trying to get you to see why you're not a horrible person. So remember, they're counseling for us for that as well. So that's one of the things that is coming through. Taking responsibility is one way that you can release yourself from this energy that it feels in the body, because you want to do that. You want to transmute the energy as much as you can, because guess what leads to illness, guys? It's the energetic field. The body does not make itself ill. The body itself is like sand and clay. God bless. It doesn't do anything. It can't do anything. It literally is a carbon copy of your etheric field, which lays right on top. In your etheric body is where you have all your cellular memories and all of your stuff that literally boop is the blueprint for the carbon copy that is the body. So it looks the same. And of course, any energetic disturbances and blockages and stuff that are going on in the other levels of the field, your emotional body, your mental body, all of those things are going to, if they're not cleared, transmuted, which is basically you just clearing up a mistaken belief about something. It's all belief driven. Anyway, if those aren't cleared, they bleed through and precipitate down to the etheric body, which is very, very, it lays right on top of the energetic body. It's that cute little blue hue that you see, off of people, if you can see it. But anyway, and we often see that in cartoons and such. For ghosts, it's like a little blue hue. Anyway, so that is it's like taking all the information and it just creates that in the body. So that's why energy medicine and energy healing and watching your energetic consumption and your energetic output and your beliefs, your core beliefs, most importantly, is what is going to directly assist you in your physical body as well as the physical reality that you have. Okay, so just letting you know. So taking responsibility is one of the best ways that you can clear up pain and this stuck stagnant energy, especially the one that I'm feeling in my body right now, like I was telling you. The second one, which is not necessarily coming up right now, but I just want to let you know the second thing that really helps us to get rid of dense energies and when we feel stuck is make a decision, right? When you are stuck, it's because you're usually on some level of your field entertaining multiple options or having different ideas, you can't make a decision. So make a decision, stick with it, and go with it. That clears up the energy as well. And of course, the panacea. I always said panacea in my mind, but apparently I may be the only one. Anyway, the panacea, or the cure-all, is the energetic frequency of gratitude. And we know this because immediately when we're like feeling our worst, like, oh, I just got evicted, oh, I got this, trust me, we could always find somebody out there who is on their last breath, or who's had 10 times worse than we have. And this is not about comparing traumas, because that's not the case. And it's also impossible from this perspective, when you're not even looking at the Akashics and all that stuff, for you to even compare anything, because you don't know. But that being said, for the sake of getting yourself out of this low vibe, practice gratitude, because it will cut right through. It's like a knife. If you see a hot one, if you see energy, it's almost like, just to give you a visual, just imagine thick, dense energy around you, and these are your low thoughts and your fear-based thinking and your poor me's and your victim consciousness and your martyr and all of this stuff and your past lifetime stuff and other people's junk. And it's going to affect your mood, right? It's bring you down, and it's going to bring other people down as well who are around you. That's just how things go. And so if you're trying to cut through that, you pull out that gratitude, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, and that's literally like a sword. It's like a nice little shank, if you will. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, do you. You're just cutting right through it. Okay, well, this happened. Well, at least I have this. I'm thankful for the breath in my body. Wow. I'm thankful that I don't have gastrointestinal problems. Wow, I'm thankful that I don't have ridiculous skin condition that makes me want to jump off a building, because there are people dealing with these things, and it's part of their soul's contract, and they're going through it like a trooper, right? Because that's their stuff. But from where you are, we can always look around somewhere and use what we're seeing around us to kind of chisel away at the trivial things in our life. We already do it in the meme verse by, say, meme verse by having the meme first world problems, right? Oh my gosh. I had to drive to the Apple store to get my cord because this one broke. Oh my gosh. First world problems. Okay. So there are ways that we could push ourselves to expand our vision. And so gratitude is one of the best ways, but also energetically it clears. I'm just saying that as an energy worker. That's a freebie, letting you know. All right, so high vibration stuff, gratitude. So taking personal responsibility is a major theme right now. It's coming through as we start this reading. Also, just giving you another thing, making decisions is very helpful for clearing up energy that's stagnant, and of course in conjunction with prayer and asking for support and moving forward, and along with having that gratitude. And I said along with they're so funny. They're pushing me along with that gratitude. But I was going to say in conjunction with making a decision, but also having gratitude. These are great powerhouses there. All right. So anyway, taking personal responsibility right now is important for you. Let's just check in with the body very quickly. I'm feeling under the nail beds, particularly the right hand. There's some information coming through for some of you. So I'm getting a cooking connection here. It's so interesting the way energy moves. So if someone's cooking, I'm feeling the energy, like, because a lot of times the nail beds underneath it, when I felt into people's energy field, sometimes they act like storage bins, like little codes are in there, and then when it's time, it's like released, right? So go figure. Not everybody stores stuff under there like that, but I'm just getting that, and I'm just seeing someone cooking, and these energies is kind of going into the food to kind of, it's like almost feels like vitamins, so consuming something. But anyway, just feeling that. Also, anybody else feeling into body, anything else that wants to come through? I'm getting, for some of you, money, maybe like falling right through your hands right now, leaking. It could be it almost feels like a break in your energy field, like if you're around the wrist area. So let's say if energetically speaking, there's energy. Money is just energy, by the way. Money means nothing. Money is just as useless as, not useless, but yeah, meaningless as this glass. But in our projection, mental projection, we have projected a glass for this purpose, and we have projected money for another purpose. But please know that they both energetically they're just your energy. So as I'm seeing here, if your energy is flowing, it's almost like there's a little bit of a leakage right here around the wrist area, and there might be a little bit of I'm just laughing, sorry, a little inside joke there, but there's an energy leak. And so if you find yourself spending, if we look in your energy field, for example, that it could be the indication there. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and patch that up. Everybody, patch that up. Please, we're just going to call in the guides too. Please, guides, you're already here, so what are we calling, right? But thank you so much for helping all of us to patch up any energetic leaks. Oh, okay, let's talk about that. You heard me say leaps because they're already on to the next topic, but energetic leaks, thank you guys. They're working on our bodies right now. Make sure to drink a lot of water. But energetic leaps. So right now, a lot of us are going through energetic leaps. They're quantum leaps, so to speak, right? We're moving fast. We just came off of 2 eclipses. We're going through a lot of stuff. So a lot of us are still unpacking the energies that have happened. But this is interesting, but it's almost like they're saying for some of us, the energetic leaps are creating, thank you, like tears in our field a bit. I know that sounds strange, but I said thank you because they explained it to me. Because, you know, when you're leaping fast, 16 minutes, 16 seconds, let's say that you're energetically changing your frequency, which is what's happening, right? Remember the guides were telling a lot of us to really sequester ourselves because your field is moving so quickly. It's so much faster than the people around you. So when you are connecting too much and being around people and they're not moving that quickly and you're making like quantum leaps right now, it's almost like rattling you and slowing you down and confusing your energy, because now we have two speeds that are kind of going on, and it's like until so it's better to just be in your own space so you can just right, do your thing. But I'm getting almost that you're moving so fast, and there are just certain energies like people, places, things, situations, ideas. These are the form that manifests from energies. These energies, these lower energies that cannot keep up with the frequency that you're moving into are falling away. About 17 minutes, 17 seconds. But what's happening is you're going so fast that they're like, zoop, and it's like, as they come out, there's a little bit of a tear that happens in the field, and you're going so fast. So we want to give you time to rest. So this is why the guides were saying, when you want to rest. So even if you're like giving yourself a hard time, but I just woke up at 8. Now, well, first of all, who are you? Like, we love you, right? You're a rock star getting up at 8. But if you're getting up so late at 8 a.m. and you're like, oh my God, I'm tired already. It's 11, but I've only been up 3 hours. Go back to bed, because your energetic field is spinning so fast that you need to get repairs, right? So spin, do your thing. But when you get tired, go take that power nap, do what you need to do. And the guides will be working on your field and patching in and suturing and sewing and all of this stuff for you. The guides are giving the idea of stretch marks, when you're stretch, and then 18, I just saw stretch marks. It's like the skin is expanding, right? And what you have left is that mark, right? So there's this idea that you are expanding. This is expansion, and as you do that, certain energies can no longer be in your field, so they're like boop, and these are the energies. But of course, what happens in the non-physical happens in the physical. And so that's why you will start to notice that certain things are breaking around the house. You're losing certain things. I just lost a ring, just slipped right out of my pocket the other day. And I saw where it fell, and I was looking, and I was like, dude, I'm not going that deep into these forested areas. Me, I'm your girly girl. I'm like, what are we doing? Ants, ticks, everything. And I realized, Jay, what are we doing? This ring is done. He done. Bye, deuces. Thank you so much for being with me. And I let it go. Right? So things are breaking. Today, I had to go to the Apple store. Actually, that was the example. But I wasn't complaining. I was just using that as an example for first world problems. But like my laptop just fell off the bed, and I was like, oh, whoopsie doodles. And I looked, and the whole, like the USB-C cord, I'm like, what is this, right? And then I realized, oh, Jay, you've been doing some quantum leaping. So this is actually a really great sign, because you're upgrading your hardware. So yeah, let me run that 20 bones and just grab another cord. It's new, it's representative of something that has happened. Excuse me. Excuse me. Cute little sneezes. Yes, they were sneezes, not coughs, not laughs, and not cries. Okay, so confusing for people. But anyway, let me just run that $20, get that new cord. So you see, these little things that we take for granted here, if you read energy, you will see, just as I said, that 20 minutes, 11 seconds, you will see the parallels. Nothing happens in the physical that does not first occur in a non-physical, 20 minutes, 20 seconds. Just because you cannot identify the non-physical precursor does not mean it's not happening, right? And so as we practice learning to read energies and incoming energies, we are going to become much more astute and more adept at seeing these things. And then you know when you're going to be a real G, when you start to see it before it even manifests, and then you make changes based on the real now moment. The real now moment is in the non-physical. Do you understand? So the non-physical is where all the decisions, all the now moments, all the everything, the real action is happening. So by the time you're starting to see things with your eyes, that's a past moment. That's why A Course in Miracles teaches that you only see the past. Even watching this video, this reading has already occurred for you. In fact, it so has already occurred that it occurred way before I'm even doing this video. So I'm doing the video and then taking time, and then you're watching it. So you're really for reals in the past, right? By the time this is happening, you're like way in my past by the time this happens. That's my point. But anyway, we're all together in the here and now, in a non-physical somewhere, and blah blah blah. So anyway, what else is coming through? So go ahead, make sure that you rest when you need to rest, because the guides are definitely working on you guys. I'm seeing them doing a lot of work on the feet. I'm getting what looks like to me chelation, CHELATION. It's a healing modality. So I'm saying that because perhaps some of you may be able to benefit from chelation and maybe being directed to that. So just look into that and see if that feels like something that might be working for you. Also, for somebody here journaling, and saying somebody, the fact that it's coming out, sometimes it is for just one person, but it's often for multiple people, right? Because we're doing a public thing here, and there are quite a few energies here, and yeah, in the potential for who's going to watch this, and whether they ever activate that potential by making that choice is up to them, but this is coming through. So yeah, lymphatic massages is always fun. It's always a good way to support. I'm getting some rainbow frequencies coming in right now, so we're just going to let those energies come in. Thank you so much. These energies that are coming in, rainbow frequencies, are going to be operating on the head. They said that, so the guide said operating on the head in particular. So we're going to be doing a lot of crown chakra stuff. They're also going to be working through some diseased lungs, they're saying, for somebody here. God bless you and your buttons. So there's some lung support that's coming in as well, patching up old stuff. For whoever this is that's having some lung issues, whether it's you, the listener, or somebody watching, I do want you to know that the lungs are being affected energetically by guilt. This is a guilt energy that is creating the disturbance in the lung area, because you have to remember that in the energy field, it's emotions and these things that create the blockages. So that's why inner work is literally the key to healing. Because when we do our inner work, what we're doing is we're changing our perceptions, aka we're changing our beliefs. And how we do that is we change the core beliefs. The core beliefs are what drive the health of your body, okay? And so yeah, so they're going to be working on the health of the body, the lungs for somebody here. I'm seeing a cute little sheep, SHEEP, cute, for somebody here, maybe for all of us. We love sheep, yay. Now I feel like hugging. Gosh, it really doesn't take much. What else? I do see some I'm getting, it's called Catholic restructuring. So some of you here may have some see, I can't even say the word because the energies are like being broken up as we talk. Catholic upbringing. Whew. You may have some see, I can't even say it again. And even when I go to say Catholic, I almost say catheter. So that may be for somebody as well, to let you know. But Catholic upbringing, they are restructuring this. So imagine like they're vacuuming the carpet, and so they pull up the Catholic carpet and like vacuum it underneath and put it down, vacuum on top of the carpet, and then they're going. So you still get to have the good energy that comes off of your Catholic upbringing, but they vacuumed out the toxic. So that's what they're doing. They get in there, guys. Don't play. Do not play with the guides. This is what I'm saying. When you come to get energy healing with us, we make sure. Okay. By the way, if you'd like to have any energy healing done, we do offer wonderful options, one of which is the distance healing, which you have a full report of what's done and all of that's great. You can also take advantage of the one-on-one live by video healing sessions as well. Those are always fun. So just putting that in there. But anyway, the guides are going through right now and going to the field and doing some stuff. I see some entity release as well around the throat area. So some of us may be having entity attachments attached, and who and what these beings are is a discussion for another day. Could be friends, family members who have passed. It could be wandering spirits that just hanging around. It could be, other things of lower vibrations. It could be thought forms. It could be whatever. And that's really not important for this video. But just so you know, the guides are moving through that as well. I'm feeling them working in your neck area and in the head area. So they're going to do a lot of stuff. Now, while they're working on us, may I suggest a wonderful energy healing technique? Because guys, why do you think Jesus is said to have said, and you like that? Jesus is said to have said, all of these things that I can do, so can you. I totally just butchered that, but whatever, right? So all this you can do and more, right? This is because you can do all this, and including me. Look at me. I just happen to, God is good, have these abilities that are developed and whatnot, but you can do the same thing. And so, for example, let's say that you have throat chakra issues and you're feeling kind of off in that area, or maybe you said something or expressed yourself in a way that makes you feel a certain type of way now. Maybe you have guilt, maybe you have shame, maybe you have anger, whatever. And you feel it in your throat, or maybe you have a sore throat, whatever. Just imagine that you are having, let's say, God tech, right? So imagine God technology, and you have an advanced crystal vacuum. And just go ahead and zzz, if you want to imagine it, just sucking all the energy, not all of the lower vibration energy out, and purifying, right? Think of it, if you like, sometimes I'm in my room and I'm like, you know what, let me freshen up this energy here a little bit, and I will mentally project in my room, because I know, what am I doing? If I'm looking at the physical, then I'm in the past. I'm wasting my time doing all stuff there. What I would do is I would mentally project myself into the non-physical, and I would imagine a huge air purifier, for example, in the corner or four corners or at the top, and I just imagine that it's running and it's cycling out the air, it's filtering out the air, and it's blessing this place and all sorts of stuff. And I may put a huge crystal front that is extending from the ceiling down to the floor in the middle of the room, or even imagine that the walls are crystalline walls and all sorts of stuff. You are the creator. So what you will is what is going to occur. So you might as well put your energetic willing to good use. And so just imagine this purifying the room. But remember, as you do that, remember to ground yourself, because now you are pulling out energies from this field. You're working in a non-physical, which is going to have a physical effect. So let's say if you call your homie over to come hang out, and your friend is in a bad mood and this and that, and you're like, okay, let me clear up my energetic space so she can come and heal, or just whatever, or I just want to clean up because I'm getting company. You do that. If your friend tries to come through with that kind of negative energy, she might not even be able to. She might fall, trip before she gets to the front door. She may have something pop up and now she can't make it, right? So of course you're going to change the energetic frequency of your home and your room, and of course your body. Always ask for your body to be vacuumed as well. You can call in the angels, the highest and purest healing energies as well. And when you clear and you change the frequency of your room and of your energy field, guess what also changes? The people, places, things, situations, and ideas. In other words, the forms that are now being attracted to that vibration you're giving off. And that's why when we start to heal and we start to eat more healthily and we start to consume through media and all sorts of stuff, more positive things, you're changing your vibration actively and you're making it spin faster. And when you get your heart online and your heart's open and you're clearing these blockages, wow, you're up there. You're vibing so high. And that's the state of mind, the state of body, the state of everything that you want to be in before you even sit down to say you're playing that you're going to find another job, you're going to look for a new home. You need to get into the energy first. And then you start to, take seriously what's being attracted to you. And I will tell you, that's why a lot of couples break apart, because one of them is doing the energetic work and the other isn't. So if you are in a couple and you're trying to advance yourself, right? Or you see your partner advancing themselves and you would like to maintain this connection and really work there, you want to also work on yourself, not for this other person, but for you. And the idea is that you'll continue to grow, and sometimes that growth will bring you closer, sometimes it will take you apart. Just I'm saying that it's like, nope, we're together. I can feel my hands, right? And that may well be the case, right? But sometimes when people don't want to grow and there's resistance and fear gets into the pocket and all of that, it gets a little rough. So anyway, yeah, just letting you know that. So take it into your own hands, guys, and remember that you are a master manifester and you can clear your own space. You can do all sorts of stuff and lay the groundwork for more positive things to occur in your life, but you just have to visualize it and envision it. And the key to doing it is not to knock 3 times and turn in a circle. It's to feel what it feels like to already have that be the case, because that's the case. Okay. All right, so anything else, guys? The guides will continue to do any energetic work that's necessary. And of course, if you'd like to do energetic work, but focus on your field in particular, as opposed to the collective field, you know exactly where to find me. Boink. Right? So let's jump in and reveal. Yeah, look at this. Receptivity already. You're receiving. What are you receiving? Let's see. Look at this. Look at these cards. Yeah, lots of people. Didn't I tell you that a lot of us are still integrating the downloads that we have brought in, that have come in for us? This is what's happening. She's literally holding a key. She's literally receiving downloads. So this is what's happening for a lot of us. A lot of you are going to have some nice past lifetime recall as well. Wow. I love this card. Yeah, some past lifetime recall as well, as these energies come in. Now, please do not get nervous about energies that are coming in. The energies that are coming in for you are your own energies from your soul, because you're so cute. You're this cute little ding part of your massive soul. You cannot have your big soul here. You'd blow apart. It's impossible energetically. And so that's why when you're sitting and you're in a session, for example, with me and my guides, we're talking to other parts of you, other parts of you, your higher self, 33 minutes, 33 seconds, that past lifetime aspect, this one. And then we're also talking to the energies of those who are still alive on this planet, because most of us is on the other side. This is not our home here. It's just a little bit of us brought down onto this planet and given a personality for the sake of experiencing. So you just have to understand that. And so when you do your inner work, what you're doing is you're transmuting the lower energies, and you are thereby creating space for more of yourself to come in. What is yourself coming in? That's your consciousness. And so that's why the deeper that a person, or the more a person heals, the more conscious they become, because more of their energy is coming in. And so that's why people who are just dense, right? They're walking around unconscious. They seem shallow. That's the reason they're shallow. They don't have any depth, because the awareness and the consciousness isn't there as yet. But being knocked around a few times in life and learning harsh lessons and stuff for lifetimes has a way of opening us up to greater awareness. And so that's what we're doing. The more that we learn, the more wise we become. And so these are the kinds of energies coming in. I'm getting a pair of scissors for somebody. So I'm seeing that here. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it. So I don't know if it's reflecting. It could be, because it was quick, reflecting somebody having some energetic work done on them. It could be simply having cord cutting going on. I almost said cord cutting ceremony. So some of you here may benefit from some type of cord cutting energetic procedure. And remember, I'm making a plug for myself. We do that, but remember, you can do that at home for yourself as well, calling in your higher self and your guardian angel and asking God for assistance with doing release work. You can also read some lovely books that take you through cord cutting. You can also consult lots of helpful YouTube videos. I really love to do the YouTube video channels that really resonate with me, and you can try your own, of course, God bless, are Steve Nobel, Nobel, Steve Nobel. He has amazing videos, and if you're a light worker or a starseed or anyone otherwise engaged in any form of service to others, then that is your channel. That's for you. Doing lots and lots of clearings on the energetic field, a lot of light code downloads, all that stuff. That's one of the ways that he serves in this community. I also love to do work with Wolfgang. So his channel is called, is it Ascension Tools with Wolfgang, I believe it's called. So he does a lot of good stuff as well. To be honest, he's actually very good, and his energetic meditations are good. He also does a lot of both of these guys do a lot of great work with releasing like implants, galactic stuff, just all of that. You get my points. Lots of DNA clearing, all of that. They do all that. It's great. So I like to do that with them sometimes. Also, if I can give you guys another resource, because if you're like busy, like I am a lot of times, one thing that I have found works for me is doing yoga nidra, whatever. Yoga nidra, Nidra. And you can just use YouTube, Yoga Nidra. There are two people I like to use. One, I believe her name is Allye, maybe Allye, Allye, but just go ahead and put Yoga Nidra and you'll probably see two channels come up often. One is Allye, or Allly is how her name starts. And then the other one is Rosalie, Rosalie. Both of them have amazing channels where they and amazing videos, and you can find videos for 5 minutes to hours, right? And so what Yoga Nidra is it's basically a form of yoga that takes you through to have deep rest, but it's not sleeping, it's deep rest. So it's getting your body down to a certain wave, certain frequency, right? I don't remember which wave it is. It's not alpha, for example. It's one of those, right? I should know my waves better. My bad, guys. But anyway, and it's basically that place that you are in when you are between sleep and wake. So that's a really ideal time to be. So I'm usually quite kind of busy, and sometimes I just only have a break of 5 minutes. I kid you not. Or sometimes like 10 minutes. So what I do is I already have that video, ready. And so when I get my break, boom, I close my laptop, I press play, and I just lie down. I'm out like a light, like I'm in this trance in less than 30 seconds. And then I know that I was deep in it because I always start to wake up when I hear, and just I'm waking up, quote unquote, I hear her saying, okay, and you're coming back now, so go ahead and wiggle your toes. So I know that I was in that trance as opposed to sleeping, because listen, if I was sleeping, I'd be done. It would be like tomorrow morning, I'm like, what happened? But I had more work to do, right? And so there's a difference. So I invite you to go ahead and relax with that. So they have good stuff for the yoga, for the nervous system. They've got stuff for the chakras. They've got all sorts of stuff. So I'm bringing through these resources for you guys because I do feel that a lot of you could use a little support right now. As I said that I felt the back, wow. A lot of you can use a little support right now in integrating these energies that are still unfolding for you. I do feel around the shoulders a little tight for some of you, but anyway, so I feel for the next 6 months, there's these energies that you've received, 3 to 6 months. For some of you, 3 months is going to be good and you're fine by the 4th. But for some of you, it's going to extend for 6. I feel like, I mean, you guys know I wouldn't say this if I weren't getting it this way, but I feel like top brass. I say that and I'm saying this with full on Libran energies, everybody's equal, this and that's true, right? But I do feel that when it comes to whoever we are in the collective, whatever collective I'm employed with, because I serve you guys, right? I feel like as an intuitive counselor, and of course we do everything, the healing and all that, but and supports, but it almost feels like there are, of course, different roles. And for some reason, I often feel like sometimes like some top brass, 40 minutes, 40 seconds, right? See there? See, it's like, so I'm talking like if it's military, it's not military like how we have our military industrial complex, like, whoa, this is just craziness, right? But there's more organization than we think. So it's mission work. So I feel like I'm helping people with their missions. This is what you're doing. To us, we're just like, whatever, I walked into this crystal shop, right? But that was the guy saying, don't expand on that. Okay, I'm not going to expand on that. As I said, there was like 4111. Just a little bit extra. But you get my point. So whoever you are, I feel like if you are, I'm biting myself from saying this, but okay, because my Libra placements, if you are top brass, and we're just gonna leave it at that. I don't know who you are, you're officers or you're just leaders in this field that we're doing. I'm just gonna let it go because I said let it go, or at least that example. If that's you, you're about to be, so you need about 6 months. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry, I crack myself up so much. This is the tug of war. Just say what's coming, but there's such a part of me like, but we're all equal. And okay, anyway, I'm gonna get off of that. Okay. You heard them say stop. All right, so you're 6 months, and then I guess generally speaking, everyone else is going to be about 3 months. So I feel that you guys could use a little support in getting things clear and washed out. Okay. God is good. As I'm saying washed out, I'm seeing this here, right? All this water. And in fact, I felt like I needed to bring in some water elements for this work. All right, so that's why I brought in these cards right here. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Speaking of move on, you see, like I said, move on, surrender your fear of change. All right, let's talk about these 3 things. The guides are saying a lot of times, thank you guides, the guides are saying a lot of times, like here, if you're here, the work, the work has been done. Like there are cycles that have already closed out. Like for example, you've already surrendered the unhealthy relationship, for example, right? But now it's all about getting you to get on board with it. It's like, hey, we took that out. Hey, you're just in the conditioned behavior, but the actual energetic structure is no longer there. We just want to let you know, because now the support that's coming in, and I'm feeling some Native American shamanic energies coming in for you guys. That was them saying that, but also reminding me to bring these cards in. I want you to know that now we're trying to kind of convince you to convince you that you can let go, you can let your hair down, you can allow, you can bring in, you are successful already. So let us help you to step into 43 minutes, 43 seconds, this newness that is already under your feet, right? It's like here she is on her horse with the newness. She's in the new land already because she already came through. She's in the new land. But they're like, get off your horse. There's nothing to fear with the ground here. It's okay to get grounded. Look at this, you see? Look at this. Get grounded. And they're saying that the reason why a lot of you guys, 44 minutes, 11 seconds, may be struggling to integrate this newness at the conscious physical level is because, I just felt some of you like, oh, that's all I needed to hear to really let this in. So I feel like some of you have just did it. So great job. But the reason why a lot of you have been fighting it, and wow, my throat feels clearer now as I'm saying this, is because of the pain of the past. And I feel like I'm getting the words blueberries, for that's for somebody here, but I'm feeling like I just want to let you know that you are thinking about the pain of the past as though it's still here, but that energetic structure is not here anymore in your field. And so you've got phantom limb syndrome almost. You know, when someone loses a limb, and it takes the mind and the body as well some time to adjust to the fact that the limb is no longer physically there. But listen, we know that the limb is there energetically. We know it's there. We see it. It's flailing. Even though there's no physical arm, the phantom limb is there and perceivable to an energy reader, and they can see it. It's cute. It looks like an arm. And so you're feeling sensations. Sometimes they report feeling itching and all of this, and of course it can be traced to the signals that are going on in the brain. But we also know that you're receiving sensations from your etheric body and all of that good stuff. All right, so yes, another thing that people are dealing with, you guys are dealing with, is this almost like it's too good to be true, and a little bit of lack of deservability. Like, I don't deserve this. Every time I start to believe in something good happening, it's taken from me, or I'm proven wrong, and I'm ashamed. And I almost said, and I'm shot. So somebody in another lifetime, and maybe some of you as well, you're carrying past lifetime wounds that like maybe were more fatal wounds and whatnot. So that's why it's still sticking with you. Like maybe the tables turned, maybe it was too good to be true and you lost your life for this reason, or just something like this. And so that's still reverberating for you on some level. So let us be here to support you in moving forward. I'm like pushing your tailbone a little bit. So there's energy there that we just want to, that's your root chakra, right? So some of you go ahead and do some energetic clearings as needed on your field. Like, we're just pushing out from the other chakras as well, because now I'm feeling some Egyptian energies coming through for some of you in the throat chakra. So maybe there was some type of connection there that is in Egypt for you, whenever that was, that is stopping you from fully allowing yourself to embrace this goodness, right? So you got me pulling up my sleeves right now for this wisdom of the body. You see what we're saying? Yeah, receive it. Look how she's surrendered to it. Now, she not only has she gotten off of her cute little horse, but now she's sitting and she's releasing. What is she releasing? Control, right? She's like, I'm getting off my horse. I'm here. Okay, I'm here, but I don't know if I deserve it. I don't know if I deserve it, but I'm here, so I must. Let me open up. All right, so before we go, let's go ahead and delve into these cards, because these are so cute. Oops. They always look like light bulbs and, of course, feathers to me. So Spirit is wanting to bring some of this to our attention. What is this? Thank you. Oh, 3 and 4. Oh, 5th. Okay, let's do a 5th. That is good. There it is. Ding. Oh, wealth. Sensitive. Yes, look at this. Be gentle with yourself and also allow yourself. I'm seeing some masculine energies here, yeah, but you need to bring in, there's the feminine. I was going to say, wait, there's got to be a balancing here. Here's the masculine, here's feminine, right? The Aphrodite. So Spirit is saying, as these feminine energies come in, we want to balance things out, but let it be a gentle situation. Imagine introducing a female to a male, right? But you can think about them as animals if you like. Sometimes we introduce a female animal to a male animal, and they're both kind of like looking at each other for a bit, kind of standoffish a little bit, but investigating. And then eventually he gently comes over and they start talking, they start hanging out, and then boom, and now they're a mate and they're a couple. So just imagine this energy, the feminine energies are coming in now, and you want to, as the masculine, this get up, this go, this dominance, this dynamism, you want to kind of chill. So right now we're in a receptive, oh, there's the word, receptive. We're in a receptive state. Excuse me. It's almost as though the feminine energy came in ahead of time to create the conditions for that bulk of the feminine energy. Oh, thank you. The energetic codes, the guides just said the etheric cords have been cut. So some of you may have felt that, maybe around the left ear. Thank you. Over the left eye as well. So some energies. Oh, they were working in the head. And I think they said they're going to continue, right? Didn't they talk about, sorry, like pulling something out of the head now, on the crown chakra. So they're going to continue doing that. Our guides are so great. Thanks, guides. So anyway, so this feminine energy, the codes are coming in now. So balance yourself. Take your time, rest, slow down, not to do, right? And then allow these energies to come in and ground and calibrate. So as they're calibrating, imagine it calibrating. See, this is like a curtain coming over the two of them. That's what that looks like. That's what they're doing. It's like, imagine, yeah, now I'm hearing that song, bum, 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 bum. You know the song. They're now mating. 50 minutes, 50 seconds. Yeah, there it is. So now they are doing their alchemical wedding, so to speak. They're mating. I don't know. That word alchemical wedding is coming up. Alchemical marriage, it's coming up. I know a lot of you are like, twin flames. I know, that's for me. So however it is coming through for you, if for you that's what it is, but at its basic, it's looking at the combination of the what do you call it? The masculine and feminine energies coming through. 51 minutes, 22 seconds. Wealth energy. But whenever I see this, I think of decluttering. Cute, right? So this is also money coming in. But as I went to go and put it here, because, abundance and whatnot, once we start energetically coming together, it's almost like, no, it's separate. It's over here. So we're just going to let that abundance stay right here for a second and let it do its thing. Authentic and journey. Now, what the guys are asking us to do, 51, is they're asking you to, as you surrender to these energies that are coming in, it's very, very important that, again, you get quiet and you really find time to be out of the proximity of other people, because your energy field is doing stuff right now. I almost want to put a curtain around you, right? Black curtain around you, so that you can kind of be in your own space and have your upgrades and recalibrate. The Spirit is saying that only move to the tune of what moves your body, right? And I mean, do only what is coming naturally to you. If you get invited somewhere and you're like, I don't want to go, honor that, right? So that's for an example of that. So listen up, because the answers are coming from within you. Some of you have questions about what you want to do with your life and all sorts of stuff. The answers are going to come right on up. And it's interesting because this wants to be with this. So just because the energies are coming in and calibrating doesn't mean you're going to have that abundance come in. You have to be the channeling force for this abundance. You're like the wellspring for your abundance to come up. So if you're not making this time for yourself to kind of get locked in and integrated with yourself, the energies coming in, which is yourself, right? Then these energies are not, this energy of abundance and wealth and prosperity is not, and the other gifts that are coming in for you are not going to be able to be given birth to here in this physical fully. It's not going to be able to manifest fully. So you must take time to be by yourself. It's just what has to be done. Okay. Just letting you know. Oh, cute. Friendship. Pottery. All right, let's see. So Spirit is saying that when it comes time for this, I do get that some of you are going to be making some, let's say, interim friends. So there will be some friends that you may make. I was going to say make, but I almost said mate. And I also wanted to say meet. So there's a lot going on there. So, okay, make of it as you wish. But there are going to be some interim people and contracts that are coming in as you're in this period. And these people are coming in to assist you. You will be given the choice of whether you want to connect with them or take it further or just whatnot. Let's just think that, oh, for example, your car is in the shop. Like, oh, your car needs to be repaired and it's in the shop, but your insurance agency will give you an interim vehicle for the 3 days, right? And it's your choice whether to take that vehicle or not. Maybe you have other transportation arrangements, or maybe you need it. It's up to you, right? So this is that kind of energy. But here's the thing, I'm getting that, and also they're saying they're saying it also extends to the people who come in to help you, the people who come in to assist you. So if you're working with a shaman or your friendly intuitive counselor, that's me, right? Or other people in your life, maybe you join a journaling class or whatever. These people that are coming in to assist you during this time, you're being asked to be kind to them, right? To rise to the occasion, to assist them, to help them. Because this journey is not a solo journey, is what my guides are saying. And they're saying that if you sit and you really think about it, then you'll understand that there's something that's being provided for you that you cannot do for yourself at this time. And so there's the gratitude, but there's also, and they're not even saying that it's a big gratitude, like you guys have to be thankful. Yes, gratitude is in there, but what they're saying is they want you to lean into the process. Take advantage of what is being given to you for your health and well-being, for your benefit, right? And of course, say thank you. And also, be kind. All right, so those are the energies that I'm seeing coming in. I'm reaching here because I realized I didn't look at the bottom of the decks that we picked up. Thank you guys for these beautiful energies, first of all. Just so cute. Surrender your obsessive thinking, because we know these energies are gone. Whatever it is that you're ruminating, it's no longer there. So on the last one we're going to check is, yes, see, time out. Awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. Again, this is not punishment. It is literally an energetic thing. Your body energetically needs to calibrate with itself, and so you need to take some time apart from energies that are going to bring you down. Okay? All right, so thank you so much, you guys. If you're still here, thank you so much for listening. And I really hope that you continue to allow your energies to unfold with love, self-love, and to really take the time to listen. If you'd like to work more personally with me and your energy field, instead of the collective energies, you know exactly where to find me. But until then, God bless you. And I guess keep an eye out, because we're going to be in June soon, and it's going to be time for the June monthly reading. All right. So have a nice day. Bye.